ATG split squat means your hamstrings completely cover your calves without the back knee touching the floor and with the torso perfectly vertical. The first step is getting the full knee bend, and then as you load, you'll start to work your heel towards flat. If you're too tight, you can start with your front foot elevated, but we don't begin loading until you're on flat ground, because flat ground is actually more weight on the front leg, whereas front foot elevated is less load. Whereas the Patrick step up overloads the knee over toe in the top quarter, the ATG split squat overloads the knee over to the toe in the bottom quarter. So the better your Patrick step up, the more prepared you get for your ATG split squat, and the better your ATG split squat and Patrick step up, the better your VMO squat, which overloads the knee over toe throughout the entire range of motion. When you complete 10 sets of 5, flat ground, body weight only, sending in video of your 10th set from a side angle approved as perfect through your form coaching in the app, you can then go up 5% the next week. You can start with 1 dumbbell on the working side, and each week that you successfully complete it, you can add another 5%, progressing to 2 dumbbells, and eventually to a bar on your back. Now I have to strongly warn you, yes, if you're a beginner, you go up only 5% per week, and if you're advanced and you've already achieved the standard and you're doing dense strength to lay a new foundation, you can go up 10%, but I'm telling you, probably no one in the world could do 100% of body weight for all 10 sets of 5. So as soon as you get to a difficult spot, you're using those 10% jumps to get to a spot that challenges you, at which point you only have to go up about 2.5% per week to get amazing results. According to all my studies and experience, the ATG split squat has more benefits than any other exercise, starting with benefits from a full bend. There is only evidence showing that the better and stronger your knee can bend, the more protected it is. And full bend is the only human quality shown to give miraculous benefits inside your knee. So if you want to actually transform what's inside your knee, your tendons, your cartilage, your ligaments inside, the ATG split squat is the most effective tool. You're also rebalancing one side to the other, because your chances of knee pain and knee ligament tear are not only based on how strong and mobile your knees are, but also how balanced they are from one side to the other. Then compared to a regular split squat or lunge, we're actually opening up the hip flexors. So this, I think, is the secret to getting lengthened, strengthened hip flexors for stride length, for full glute power when you're in the air, and I think it's the secret, because of what we're building in here, to internal rotation. And it goes without saying that we spend so much time sitting, our hip flexors end up shortened, so this also is proven to have effects on releasing your lower back and actually giving immediate lower back pain relief. Now last but not least, and the reason that I've seen no outliers of doing 10,000 ATG split squats per side, creating miraculous transformation not only of knee health but of vertical jump and athleticism, is because of this. Yes, your glutes are the most powerful muscles, the largest muscles for your performance, but your gluteal tendons are very small compared to your Achilles tendon. So no other exercise besides the ATG split squat allows you to get in, open up your glutes, but doing so through ankle mobility, so that you're addressing your Achilles tendon at the exact same time that you're addressing your glute strength. So this provides a balanced formula, since we have an inverse relationship between muscle size and tendon size. Largest tendons, strongest tendons in the human body, largest, strongest muscles in the human body. So we're training both in perfect ratio and one side at a time. And I guess I should mention also your adductor muscles, the most important ones to protect your groin. You might also end up super sore at the ATG split squat, and that's why Charles Poliquin, the most successful Olympic coach of all time, 286 Olympic medalists he trained, said the ATG split squat was the #1 exercise to bulletproof your hips and your groin. Now my final words of advice. This is the most important human exercise. As a result, it takes more concentration. So when I'm doing this, I am actively flexing my back glute to bring in the hip flexor stretch, I'm working my chest up. I'm flexing my tibialis. I'm pulling myself into this range. I'm not hiding from it. Pulling into it. Exploding out, always controlling down and dominating the movement. So always send in your last set from a side angle. This movement is the most important human movement. No one is coaching it like this. No one's progressing it like this. So the only way you can mess it up, I've seen no outliers, is to rush the process. If you're a beginner at it, master it, bodyweight, knee ability 0. Go up only 5% per week that you dominate it with perfect form coached and dense strength. And then in standards, we'll see what you're really capable of. We have no idea what the actual genetic expectancy is for athleticism because no studies have been done on this exercise.